All right, ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome back from the MLG offices in New York City. Today is Thursday, aka Awesome Day. Hope you guys are having a good day in the chat. Where are you guys from? I just want to know if y'all are from Europe or America right now. Are you on the Pacific Coast? Or did you just wake up and you're like, you know what? I'm gonna watch some StarCraft on MLG. Is that what you're doing? Or are you on the East Coast and you're at work and you're like, work is kind of slow today. I think I kind of want to watch some StarCraft too. Are you in Europe and you're getting home from work and you're like, work was fun, but I just want to chill and watch some StarCraft 2, which is fine. Sidamon says he's from Nevada and he just got up 10 minutes ago. Wow, you slept in today. Of course, people are asking me if I'm casting. Yes. Texas. Where from Texas? I'm actually from Texas. Says I popcorn. Simon X49 saying he's from the UK, as well as Shark SC2. You guys from the UK? Are you guys going to the Ireland tournament? Because I'm going to be there. And that's like the closest to the UK. That actually is in the UK. So, oh, Dallas. Nice, dude. I'm from Dallas. Sick. Dallas is, I spent 18 years of my life in Dallas. Portugal. Okay. That's awesome. Rambo 1984. Anyone else? Anyone else? Nice. We got a lot of diversity in the chat. A lot of diversity there. Awesome. Okay, guys. Today, what are we doing? We are watching the Acer TeamStory Cup. And if you don't know what this is, it's basically the most prestigious teams out there. This is like the premier team league right now. Like a lot of people think of GSTL, like the GSL, the team league version of that. That's pretty big. But as far as the Western scene or for the teams outside of Korea, Acer TeamStory Cup is the team league to go to. Got some people from Poland, France, I see Netherlands, Ecuador, Montreal, Canada. You guys are so diverse. That's so cool. I like that. But talking about the Acer TeamStory Cup, top 4 players go to the big shebang, the playoffs, I think. Right now the standings are WesternWolves is at 6-1. They're sitting pretty at number 1. Number 2 is Quantic Gaming. Quantic Gaming is 5-1. Of course, full screen there. We got Acer at 4-1. Axiom 3-2. Team Liquid number 5 on the bubble, 3-2. Then we got Millennium 2-3. Mouse Sports 2-3. Complexity 2-4. Invictus 1-5. That's mildly surprising to me. Invictus being so low. Empire not having a great time so far in the Acer TeamStory Cup, 1-7. But maybe they can bring it back. We'll see. Today, you might be asking, okay, Axeltoss, what match are we watching? I just got invited to a map, and then everyone left. We are watching, number 1, we are watching WesternWolves today. Yes, we are. Oh, it's going to be exciting. It's going to be fun. Active players. They got Check, Daisy, Starnan, Sting, Zicdomini. That's a pretty cool name, Zicdomini. How do I go back? I don't know how to go back. I have to hit F11 and then go back. We're going to watch WesternWolves today taking on Acer. Of course, whenever you hear Acer, you think of MMA. You think of innovation. The top 2 Terrans there, both Korean. Got Nurchia there, Scarlet, Dark Hydra, Bly. Bly is a cheery chap. A cheery chap? I'm saying it. It's happening. So it's going to be WesternWolves versus Acer, number 1 versus number 3. This is week number 7? No. WesternWolves. Okay, there we go. So this is week 9. WesternWolves versus Acer. It says live because we're live right now. By the way, guys, tell your friends. Get on the Twitters. I'll give some Twitter shout-outs. How about that? How do I... Yes, let me go to my Twitter here and give some shout-outs to people who retweeted me. Did anyone retweet me? Oh, no one retweeted me. That's fine. I made a tweet about this tournament and that people should watch. And if you are in the chat right now, you should go over there and tell people on Twitter that this is happening. It's going to be fun. I'm getting invited to the game. Got to make sure that's good. That's good. Macron is from Poland in the chat. Yahan from France. Reza420 from Rotterdam, Netherlands. Setsu is from Sweden. Isn't that the name of a college football player? Wolf's Dragoon. That's a cool name. From Florida. How's Florida right now? I'm sure Florida's nice and sunny. Maggie, how you doing in the chat? Joe Thib. Q Forcer, Maggie. You guys are awesome. Okay, so first match between Acer and WesternWolves. I see the Acer player, and it is MMA. Now the question is, who is he facing off against? That's what I want to know. Also, right now, Team Liquid is playing, I think. Team Liquid versus Mouse, as I drop my pen. I'll be right back. I'm back. So we're just going to wait on that. About to get in match number 1. What else do I want to say about these two teams? WesternWolves, Acer, obviously they're number 1 and number 3, so they're looking pretty darn good in the team league. They're sitting pretty in the standings. Oh, is this the last week? This might be the last week. Are there 9 weeks? So they might both automatically be in. Unless Acer... Because Acer's at 4-1, so they're a little bit behind on matches, it seems. So obviously they would love to win here. So I think a little bit more is on the line for Acer. WesternWolves are 6-1. They're probably going to be in the playoffs. Let me look at some results from some past weeks of these two guys as we're waiting to get into game number 1. Okay, so WesternWolves played Millennium in week 8. And Czech had 4 kills there. Taking out Todd, 4GG, Baby Knight, and 4GG again. Nice job there from Czech. Let's look at week 7. Okay, Acer Complexity didn't actually happen. Week 6. Week 6 was Acer versus Empire. And that was a doozy. Scarlet 1-2, then Happy came in and won, then Innovation came in and 1-2, then Happy came in again and 1-3, and then Innovation was able to close things out to beat Empire 5-4. That's a pretty exciting match. What else we got here? WesternWolves took on Team Liquid in week 6. They had Czech winning 3, and then Hero came in and won 4, and then San came in to close these out. Things out. Actually played Hero twice in a row at the end there, because you can revive if you lose. If one of your guys loses, if one of your players loses, and it's the last match, the deciding match, then you can bring him back from the dead. That's how that kind of works. And San has been playing as the Joker for WesternWolves. Each team is allowed 1 Joker. I think that's how it works. Where they can just choose a player from any team and use them on their team. And I feel like... I thought they were listed somewhere, all the Jokers, but I can't find them. WesternWolves Joker is San. How am I not able to find this? I'm bad at searching on Wikipedia. Let's see here. Yeah, San has been the WesternWolves Joker. Still in the lobby, by the way. MMA. What's up, guys, in the chat? Let's have, while we're waiting, how about any questions you guys got? How's your day going? You looking forward to StarCraft 2? Today should be good. Today's going to be a lot of good matches, a lot of good games. We're going to learn a lot. So get your notebook out, get your pens out, and start writing notes, because we're going to learn some stuff, because these are the best players out there right now. Zercuter, there's no bikini show here. You might be confusing this stream with the Dragon stream. You might be confusing. Though Lennox had said that if we get 10,000 viewers, he will do a bikini show on stream. That's what Lennox has said. He's our button presser. Yeah. Axlav, he's got Infinite Crisis stuff to do today. So I'm going to be solo castering, which is fine. I like solo casting. It's fun. You guys really get to find out my vulnerabilities as a caster by solo casting, because I can't rely on Nick for all the knowledge bombs. But I consider myself fairly smart in StarCraft 2. Who's on the docket for today? Asks Alaska Winter 923. On the docket, that's a weird word, is Acer versus WesternWolves, number 1 and number 3. WesternWolves is number 1 right now. Acer is number 3. This is like if you're an NFL fan, like the Cowboys. The Cowboys versus probably the Patriots, maybe. I think that's a fair comparison. Or the Cowboys obviously number 1. Cowboys versus maybe like the Saints. How about that? Zercuter saying, "Can you change your shirt? I'm getting dizzy." Are you getting dizzy? Never stop gaming. I guess it is kind of dizzifying. That's okay. You can handle it. We'll be in the game soon. We'll be in the game soon, so you won't have to look at my shirt. I promise. Cool. What else, guys? Come on, we got some time to kill before this match starts. There we go. We just had the WesternWolves player join. Ooh, this is gonna be a TVZ, and it's gonna be a good one. Remember, guys, get your notes ready. Get them ready. Spaghetti Justice saying he's suing because Justice is in his name. That kind of makes sense. It's kind of funny. What are you suing? Why are you suing? What's going on, man? What did you have for breakfast? I had a veggie artisan sandwich from Starbucks. It was delicious. Also had a cafe mocha coffee. That is what I had for breakfast. It was yummy. I kind of wanted to get some fruit this morning, but I was running a little late, so I never had the chance to pick up a banana or an apple. That would have been nice, but fortunately, that wasn't able to happen. Okay, countdown has begun. Axel Toss can stop rambling. Yes. Yes, indeed. I will stop rambling. We're going to get into the game. It's going to be game 1. Again, best of 9. Between Western Wolves and Acer. First map is going to be on Derelict Watcher Tournament Edition. I'm going to be doing all the observing here today. Nick usually does it, so I might be a little bit rusty, but it's going to be fun. It's going to be a tremendous amount of fun. Terran versus Zerg, Derelict Watcher. We got MMA versus Czech. Yes. Yes. Okay. MMA versus Czech. Are you guys ready? I hope you're ready. Am I centered in the camera? I'm not sure. I think the monitors are a little bit askew. That's okay. It's a little bit cloudy outside. As you guys can see, that's New York behind me. By the way, guys, Esports Report is tonight, 7 p.m. Eastern. Check it out, MLG.tv. I did a little segment on WCS finals in Canada, Toronto. Were any of you guys there in the chat? Were you guys there? Alaska Winner 923 saying he just sat down for dinner and he's ready for StarCraft 2. Good. Zerkuter asking, when are you going to do grape juice and apple juice? Soon, hopefully. We'll see. Okay, here we go. We are into the game. Enough rambling. Axel Toss, start talking about these matches. And I will. Oh, I hope I'm not lagging. It seems to be stuttering just a little bit. My computer. Is it? Alright, I might lower the quality really quick. These computers should be able to handle it. Alright. Alright, here we go. Welcome, guys, to game number 1 of this best of 9 team match. Thank you for the feedback in the chat. Between Acer and Western Wolves. Western Wolves is currently number 1 in this league. Acer is currently number 3 in the top right-hand location. I present your blue Terran player. From Team Acer, he is MMA. MMA is the go-to Terran if you're having a conversation with friends or you're trying to introduce them to StarCraft 2 and you're like, okay, who's one of the most solid Terran players out there? A part of the history of StarCraft 2, who's had those consistent results, who's been traveling around the world, who's one of those Koreans that decided to make the leap into the Western territory. MMA is going to be one of those guys. Also a 3-letter name. I always like pointing at 3-letter names. His opponent in the bottom left-hand location is your red Zerg player. Representing Team Western Wolves, he is Czech. Of course, Czech had a great showing against Team Liquid in Week 6, taking out Rhett, Snoot, and Xenio. Those were all ZVZs, which is mildly interesting to me. And he also had a great showing against Millennium, taking down Todd, 4GG, Baby Knight, and 4GG. So Czech is pretty darn good. So this should be a fantastic first game here. And let's see what they're doing. Okay, we got Czech going for quick hatchery, adding on a pool. No gas just yet, which is kind of intriguing. No gas. I mean, generally you're going to get gas early so you can get speed. So you can deal with Reapers a little bit easier. Some players will just get Queens, though, and kind of fend off the Reapers with that and delay speed a little bit. Maybe go directly for Roaches or something. We'll see. MMA getting a fast early gas, and we're going to see a Reaper on the way out of the barracks. Very fancy indeed. Got a command center, the natural expansion. So the goal of this Reaper right now, get some scouting done. Let's see what he sees. He's like, okay, at the natural, I don't see any drones. That's fine. He's looking for drones. And he's going to have a lot of room to work with. Whoa! That is 6 speed links. Oh my god, the Reaper got surrounded. Whoa, that is not supposed to happen. MMA is going to be a little bit flustered about that. A second Reaper's on the way, but Czech getting those links out at the perfect time, and units lost is already well in his favor. 6 lings. Interesting. Not even getting speed. Still no gas. I might try this. Getting a 3rd queen and a 4th queen. So going up to 4 queens. Kind of like that. Completely foregoing the gas. Yeah, I kind of like that. Of course, it is a little bit risky, but I guess once you get 2 queens out, the Reapers are never really going to be an issue. And this Reaper is going to have to stay back home because he doesn't want any Lings running by to disrupt the formation of this command center. Ideally, he'd want to send him across the map, but now MMA is like completely in the dark. He wasn't even able to see if there was a gas. Oh, he was able to see the pool. So maybe when the Reaper was here, he was able to see both those gases that were empty. So not going to be completely in the dark. Oh no, 2 Lings getting by into the main base. Czech already getting a few minor advantages in this contest. With APMs getting up there. Got the current and the average. Okay, so the Ling would get taken out. Let's see what he saw. What did you see, Mr. Czech? He saw the 3rd command center. So he knows his opponent's going for the big macro mode. So he's immediately probably going to take a 3rd base. That'd be something I'd consider. Oh, but he's getting 2 gases already. So are we going to see a layer when he gets 100 gas? Or are we going to see speed? Okay, he gets speed. Now, 2 Evo chambers might be something he gets. Still working on drones. There we go. There's that 3rd base. Looking for that. Of course, like, if your opponent's going for the fast 3 command centers, you don't want to fall behind economically. You have to make a decision whether to go for... Oh, wow. Fancy micro. This Reaper, if this Reaper can delay this... Kill that drone. Okay, no, he's going to back off. If you see your Terran opponent going for those 3 command centers, you have to make a decision. Do I want to all-in him? Or do I want to do what he's doing as far as focus on my economy? Wow, 2 Hellions coming forward now. But speed is about halfway done. We got 3 queens in the low ground. 1 queen chilling in the main base. No queens at the natural expansion. There's double Evo chambers being placed down. Layer should come down momentarily. Is that going to be the next thing he gets? It might be. 200 gas. Okay, Hellions trying to sneak by into the natural expansion. MMA committing all of his Hellions to this location, and it looks like he will back away. Didn't get too many kills. 3 workers killed. Not too shabby. But the creep is already really getting out there here for Czech. He's going to be happy about that. Already connecting to that 3rd hatchery, which is pretty important. And there we see +1 melee, so we should see +1 carapace as well. And then we're going to see the layer, I would expect. I mean, he has... There we go. There's the layer. There you are. Okay. So drone count is going to be important. 49. Still going to be focusing on those. Wants to saturate that 3rd base right away. And there's no reason not to. I mean, he saw his opponent go over the 3 command centers. He knows his opponent's production is going to be delayed. He knows his opponent's starport is going to be delayed as well because of the speed of that 3rd command center. So he doesn't have to really worry about drops until a little bit later. He knows all these timings. Adding on 2 gases to his main base. Droning up that 3rd. And he should go up to 70 literally 60, 70 harvesters right now. Now, my question is getting an Utimized Carapace, getting the Overlord speed, and there we go. Bunch of drones. Not too surprised I'll see that. So when the layer finishes, probably going to see a Spire. He is getting all of his gases, so we'll keep an eye on that. Probably going to go for the Ling Baneling. Now, the Baneling Nest should actually come down right now. There it is. There's the Baneling Nest. Of course, you want that finishing right when the layer finishes, so you can start Baneling speed right away. And now MMA, now that he has the Starport on the way, once these Medivacs get out, he's going to start being aggressive. Adding on 2 additional barracks. Going to float that command center over to the 3rd. Very standard play. Both these guys feeling each other out, knowing that they're each going for fast expansion builds. However, the creep is starting to get out of control here for Czech. Because MMA went for the fast 3 command centers, he hasn't really been able to be as aggressive as he would like to be towards that that creep spread, as far as trying to keep it back as the Lings split up. Ooh, taking down a 1 SCP. Not bad. 14 Lings on the way. And there we go, 70 harvesters. So really going to start making a lot of units now just in case he gets pushed. Some drones. There's the Spire. 6 more drones, kind of like that. Just getting full econ and then going to start pumping out Zerglings. Only has 6 larvae available. Actually, he's pretty on top of his ejects. Adding on that macro hatch, very smart indeed. Of course, when you're going for a Ling heavy competition, you need all the larvae. Because you want to make a billion Lings. So getting that macro hatch very nicely timed. Has all his gases. He's going to start a bunch of mutas a little bit later. Probably going to start about 3 or 4 overlords right now. So he can start a bunch of mutas right when that Spire completes. Meanwhile, MMA sitting pretty, getting 3rd base. Upgrades. 2-2 on the way. And we need the +1 carry. We need the +2 carapace to start here from Czech. He doesn't want to fall behind. Doesn't want to fall behind there. Pretty nifty push here from MMA. Just clearing out some creep. Doesn't have Medivacs here just yet. There we go. The Medivacs are here. And now he's going to pick up. The question is, will Czech see this? There we go. He sees it on his mini-map. He's going to go down to the bottom. Now, MMA could easily just saunter on into the main from here, so Czech has to be aware of that. He's actually going to pull back to prepare for that. And these Marines should get picked up. Baneling's already here from check. Baneling's speed about to finish as well. The Spire just now finished, so we're going to see 8 mutas underway. And that's going to be very helpful in dealing with this drop. Meanwhile, MMA also poking the front with those Hellions. Stimming in the main with those Marines. That's not going to do much. He's going to pick up and back off. Overall, Czech doing a great job denying this. We got a scan from MMA to see some creep. That's just fine. And also now we're starting the big choo-choo train of Marines. 2-2 about halfway done. Going to want to start 3-3 right away. Should start thinking about his 4th base. Might place that right here fairly soon. I think that would be the most logical place to put that 4th command center. Yeah, that's what I would expect. So we'll keep an eye on that as his money's going to start getting up there. Also getting Drilling Claws, so really incorporating a lot of those Widow Mines in this competition. Now we're starting to push across the middle of the map. So the game here is going to be 4th bases. Can MMA deny this 4th? And can Czech get a solid engagement? MMA coming across the map. Remember, he is on creep, so Czech could decide to engage. That's what he's going to do. Mutas and Baneling's coming forward. Zerglings as well. Muta's going to try to target down those medevacs, and Baneling's getting some very solid connections against those Marines. And MMA is going to be shoved off for now. Like, this isn't a game-winning victory here for Czech. It's not a game-winning engagement, but that was a perfect engagement from the Zerg player. Perhaps not enough Widow Mines involved for MMA. Nice Widow Mine shot. But Czech going to shove that away. Meanwhile, we got a drop happening from MMA. If he can kill this hatchery, that engagement in the middle might be considered worth it. The hatchery down to 300 HP, 200 HP. The Marines stimming, realizing they're going to die down to 40. And he takes it out. The Muta's coming in to clean things up, but MMA going to be happy about that pickoff. One Marine staying alive in the medevac, but he is going to die. So nice pickoff there from MMA. Let me look at the units lost really quick. 3850, 4272. Not a huge deal. Medevac count is important, though. 4. Right now, ideally, he'd be around 6 or 7. Not the biggest of deals, though. Okay, placing the 4th here. It's pretty intriguing. Sending some units up to the top side of the map. And now Czech, what is he going to do from here? He's got 2-2 done. He's got +1. So is he going to place this down an Infestation Pit? Because that is generally the next move. Infestation Pit, so you can eventually go to Hive. But he's really delaying that. He's making a lot of Zerglings. So this tells me he's going to want to do a huge attack right in this area and just try to swallow up MMA, get right into the production. He might be hoping that MMA pushes out right now. And then his idea will be get a nice engagement onto the main army of MMA and then counter immediately. So get a really good engagement and then just sprint across the map. Because Czech is like, what he's doing right now is designed for this 2-2 +1 muta timing. Widow Mine's getting burned to the ground. Oh my god. Whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. 16 kills, 7 kills. Lots of Lings and Banelings dying there. That wasn't what Czech wanted. Gotta be careful about those Widow Mines. We're having some drop attempts from MMA, but they're not doing much. Czech is very nicely spread out. 56 Zerglings in production. So Czech is really investing a lot into this. MMA is going up to 3-3. Once 3-3 finishes, he's going to be a happy camper. Baneling's coming forward, like up with the Widow Mines. Oh my god, so many Banelings falling down. Czech, you got to pull back those units, man. You can't just throw them away to those Widow Mines. And MMA is buying himself so much time right now. He's going to get 3-3 finished up. And that's going to make him super happy, because once 3-3 finishes, this Marine medevac composition can be pretty darn crazy. Got Marines at the Watchtower, going to be stimming back. Now, Czech needs to have better engagements than he's been having. MMA has been getting a bunch of fantastic Widow Mine shots. We can see that kind of reflected in the resources units lost. 85-25 to 75-22 in favor of the Red Zerg player from WesternWolves. They received +2, 17 drones in production. Oh my god. Where's the Infestation Pit? Where's your Infestation Pit, Czech? Where is it? He's going to make it any second now, I promise, right? Surely he won't stay on just Zergling, Baneling, Muta this entire game. I mean, he might. He certainly might. But here we go. Zerglings, Banelings coming forward again. Widow Mine's about to be unexpired. God, Czech. He keeps losing so much to those Widow Mines, and it's hurting. Now 11,250 to 9,000. Making more Banelings. There's the Infestation Pit. Thank you. Thank you, Chef, for making that. Meanwhile, 3-3 is about to finish for MMA, and now he's about to get super powerful because he also has 8 medevacs with 2 more in production. So he's going to have 10 medevacs. He's got 4 bases, and this is going to be locked down. 3 turrets, a planetary fortress. It's going to be hard to break that. And this is the typical attack path. MMA charging down to the south. I think MMA definitely has a pretty huge advantage right now. All his Widow Mines have been hitting. MMA has been having immaculate micro. And now Czech is going to have to try to defend this location. This is very good for pushing here from MMA. He can just push down this hallway. Now, if there's good news, 24 mutas are on the map. So, you know, it's better than 23 mutas, better than 20 mutas, better than 15 mutas, 24 mutas. So Czech is going to have to use those to try to get back in this game. Baneling's coming up again. Go for those Widow Mines. Nice splitting there that time from Czech. Going to have to make some more of those Banelings. Infestation Pit is done, so the Hive should be starting momentarily. Keep an eye on that. And look at this line of units here from MMA. Just a line across the map, heading toward this base at the bottom left, and Czech going to try to shove this off, trying to bide his time. Wants to get an optimal engagement here, coming in with the Lings, but he's out of Banelings. The Muta's coming in as well. Got to be careful with those guys. Still a lot of Widow Mines on the ground here. MMA has 6 Widow Mines, so it's not an incredible amount. Marines have to be split pretty well here. Banelings coming forward from Czech, and it looks like MMA is going to have way too many Marines. Some Zerglings come in here to clean it up, and the Mutas, a lot of them falling in that altercation. 17 he's down to, with 7 more on the way. Czech trying to get some room to breathe. MMA bearing onto his 4th base. Another Widow Mine shot, a massive Widow Mine shot, hitting a lot of those Mutas. And this base is going to be shut down. MMA even securing himself another base here at the top middle location. And Czech is getting starved out again. He had that infestation pit, but he's not able to get enough room to breathe to actually use it. Wait, was it taken out? No, it's up here. Czech is pretty dry on resources. That was a very important base for him. His main base is mined out. MMA just playing this so well, getting that 3-3, and his production is actually ridiculous right now. His income is fantastic. 2,300, that probably will get higher as more mules are dropped. Mining from this base. His main base is mined out. He doesn't worry too much about that because he's got 4 other bases mining. Meanwhile, Czech having transferred everything to this location. But it's only a matter of time before MMA notices that and takes it out. Keep an eye on that. Muta's still trying to be annoying in the middle. And what can Czech really do? I'm not sure. He needs miracle Baneling shots, but he was stuck. He was so stuck on Ling Baneling Muta on 2-2. Never went to Hive, while MMA was able to get 3-3 up. Some Banelings getting some decent detonations. But MMA is going to be happy with any trade right here, as long as he doesn't lose any medevacs. Look at this splitting. Very sexy splitting there from MMA. And only a few mutas left. 24 Lings in production. And MMA should coast to the victory here. Very nice game won by the Acer Terran player. Playing like a beast. Playing like a beast. Coming forward. Muta's trying to engage. Czech is running out of options. And now MMA is all up in the natural expansion. Killing everything. He's got a bazillion upgrades. Still going. Widow Mine's getting some decent shots. Czech might hold this off for now. But guess what's coming? More Marine reinforcements. MMA even taking this base at the bottom right. Czech trying to hold this off. You know, he's doing a decent job. But look at that units lost, resources lost. 31,750 to 23,497. And he's on like 2 less bases than his opponent. So not only is MMA getting great trades, but he's also super far ahead economically. Look at that, 2,500 income on the minerals. Drone's forced to fight. Czech does not want to give up. He does not want to give in. Again, WesternWolves is currently #1 in the Acer TeamStory Cup. Acer #3 trying to close that gap, trying to secure themselves a spot in the playoffs. MMA just needs to get a big army together and then engage. He keeps just sending in units 1 by 1 to make Czech think he's still in this, but he's not. There's the GG. So did MMA see, or did Czech see? Yeah, so Czech didn't really scout these bases either. I don't think he had any idea that these bases were there. Yeah, so Czech might have thought his opponent was on 3 bases, but MMA was pretty darn far ahead there. Takes game #1. Very fancy play indeed. We can see the Marines still scuttling across the map here. And we're going to go back out We're going to back out of that game and get into the next one. Again, guys, these are live matches you're watching. Let's look at some stuff here. Graphs. Look at that. Wow. See this? Okay, so this is actually really cool. So you can kind of see exactly how Czech's strategy was involved. So right here, droning, drone. Then right here, and actually this actually might correlate with workers active. So remember 650-ish or 700. Workers active. Yeah, look at that. Oh, this is so cool. Okay, so if we look at workers active, drone. Then at 650, 700, he stops droning because he's at 70 drones, right? Right there. Right there. That's so remember that spot here at the bottom, 650, 700. Go back to army value. 60, 700. Right here, that's exactly right there is when he stops droning, and that's what the army value skyrockets. So what he was doing here, he was catering his strategy behind just a bunch of Ling, Baneling, Muta. 2-2 Ling and Baneling, right at this point with +1. That's when he got his army up. And then right here is when he wants to attack. But at this point, this big drop, that was when that engagement happened in the middle, when he lost a lot of stuff to Widow Mines. And like that completely depleted, completely diluted his attack. So guys, we have to take a break. That was game 1. MMA taking it. So MMA going to stay alive here in the Acer TeamStory Cup against the best of 9 Western Wolves versus Acer. Stay tuned. Game 2 coming up.